Good morning, Danksters. What's happening out there? It is True Crime Thursday. You are tuned in to the dailydank.com. That's right, the Wakey Bakey Morning Show. The hottest, the craziest, the wildest morning show of all time. Highest morning show of all time, guys. Buckle in. We're going to get ready. We're going to light it up. I got something to show you guys. Look at this. Look at this. It looks like a geek bar or whatever they are, right? It looks like just a regular smoking tobacco. But wait, what is this? Oh my God, it's a secret. It's a secret vape. I gotta show you guys. We got a lot of stuff to get into. John Wick experience, guys. My birthday. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff that happened yesterday. We're gonna get into a lot of true crime. We got today in history, wakey bakey news. We had a dry cough. We got everything. We're going crazy, guys. Wait till you hear about this John Wick experience, man. We had a great time. Buckle in, guys. We're kicking the tires and lighting the fires. We're going live into. I met some new Australian friends up in Vegas, too. Blowing up in Australia, I tell you. Guys, we got a hell of a show. Really, really buckle in. Prepare to laugh your asses off, guys. We got a good one for you today. I got a lot of stories to tell. So buckle in, guys. We're getting this thing lit. All right, we go live in 2. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button for me. Get ready, guys. It is True Crime Thursday on the dailydank.com.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y cuando le viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo.
Good morning. Good morning. Big shout out to Nancy this morning. I just saw quitting smoking. That's huge decision. Huge decision. Huge props to you. Smoking cigarettes, not weed, guys. Cigarettes, man, they expensive. Horrible for you. Horrible habit. Good for you, Nancy. Good for you. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. We got your back, though. Don't be afraid if you slip and fall. Come right back. We still got your back. My dad, years ago went out and got hypnotized. This is back in like the '90s, early '90s. He went and got hypnotized and hasn't smoked since. Probably God. 40 years. I'm 49 years old. Yeah, as of yesterday, I'm 49 years old. Yeah, and I think he quit when I was about 10 or 11, so we'll just call it 40 years. And as far as I know, he's never smoked a cigarette since. Yeah, always thought they're pretty cool. And there's cool YouTube videos now. Hypnosis, self-hypnosis, self-meditation. If you get the urge, have you tried those, Nancy? That might help you out if you get the urge. Self-hypnosis, you throw on your headphones. Hello, Nancy. We are going to talk about cigarettes today. Whatever it is. But no, they help out a lot. I listen to some sometimes when I go to sleep. I'll throw on my headphones, except for I've gotten paranoid, and I don't like being home alone and not being able to hear everything that goes on. I know, I'm paranoid. I'm this, I'm that, but yeah, um, um, I'm afraid they'd hypnotize me to do something weird. Can they hypnotize the gay out of me? Remember when that was a thing, when they had like those Christian groups that would kidnap young gay kids and take them out to like the wilderness on behalf of Sally Jesse Raphael and like have like the crazy dude who can't get a job anywhere. He fucking, I'm a drill sergeant and I'm gonna take care of some kids out here in the woods. We're gonna camp the gay out of them, guys. Survive the gay out of them. That was a real thing, man. That was a real fucking thing. They would have it like on not Dr. Phil, because it was before that period. It was like Sally Jesse Raphael. Was it Ricky Lake? What was another one? There were had a couple. Jerry Springer, but that was more like whatever show. That was like being kidnapped, man. These kids were really like asleep in their bed, and next thing you know, a camera crew busts in their fucking room with some fucking angry man screaming at you about how dare you disrespect your mother or whatever. You're like, what the fuck, dude? I'm just sleeping. And you're in the back of a van wearing like gray sweats. Next thing you know, like you're going to fucking El Salvador. You fucking put your head down. You're fucking just rolling through. Oh man. Um, that's exactly what is it? I don't quit smoking because I want the cool Darth Vader voice. When my kids were little, I used to make them watch those smoking videos where like the guys, don't smoke. This is what happens. And I'd be like, one cigarette. That's what happened to that dude after one cigarette. They never smoked. They've never smoked. Maybe their crazy ass mom fucking doing a lot of drugs. Maybe that helped them not smoke. But either way, they didn't smoke. They never smoked. All right. Man, guys, yesterday was the big birthday. That's right, 49 years old. Big shout out everyone who gave me birthday wishes. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go back and make sure everyone knows that I saw them. That I appreciate it, guys. We went to Vegas yesterday. Spent the day at Area 15. Man, this place is cool. Place is really cool. Me and the kids went years ago when it first opened. And it was just a single hangar. Now they got all these giant hangars with experiences in them. So like the main hub, you walk in, man, they have like all sorts of different cool shit you can do. Food, a lot of VR stuff, a lot of AR, just different fun little things you could do. We ended up first thing we get in there and we go right to John Wick, man. That's what I wanted to do. You needed a reservation, so we go in. We end up having to beeline it back, and I'll show. There's a video I'll be posting today of it, guys. So it's a hangar behind or to the adjacent of the main building, and it looks like a hotel. It looks like the Continental. I kid you not. Security guard out front. There's a black van. The black van they used to get rid of bodies in the movie is parked out front of the hotel. You go in, you talk to the security guard. You got to go in, you make a reservation with the fucking front desk, and it's all set up just like John Wick. You make your reservation, and then you go into the bar. And had a fucking, I don't drink, but you kind of have to. It's John Wick, you know? So I got this gold shimmery drink. I forget what it was called. And then April got a pineapple something drink, and we sat in the Continental Lounge like on the movie, and we enjoyed our drinks, and I filmed some video, and then all of a sudden you have a card. We had the ace of spades, and they call you and be like, oh, the manager will see you now. And you get up and you get into this elevator, and this is where the magic happens, guys. I'm not going to spoil too much. Get in this elevator, and outside of the building is one story. You get into an elevator, it like moves, makes you feel like you're going up. And then all of a sudden, the other door opens, and it's the switchboard place. With the girls with the tattoos, if you guys are John Wick fans, where they do all like the bounties and everything. So you're in there and you kind of work in there. So it's part escape room, part experience, part like fucking Halloween Horror Nights. You get in, you meet the lady, you immediately have to solve a puzzle. It opens the next door. You then meet the manager of the hotel, and he tells you, kind of breaks it down. You help John Wick. Now you're immunicado or whatever. I had to do the blood. I had to pay a blood debt to get out of there. And then there's another escape room that's pretty cool. Then you go in, and it's all interactive, man. It's probably about an hour and a half. They picked a new pope. Anyone remember Pope in the Pie? I heard they did. I heard they got a new pope. They saw some white smoke. Really cool experience, guys. Definitely worth it. Get one of their level passes if you're going to go Area 15. That way you can do a bunch of shit. We actually went to, we did the John Wick experience, which, I mean, it blew me away, guys. It's such a good experience. And then across the street, across the parkway or whatever, across the walkway, they have an Army of the Dead. You guys remember this Netflix movie, Army of the Dead? It was like in Vegas. They were able to contain all the zombies in Las Vegas, but they're like had to go on a treasure hunt and avoid the zombies and do all this stuff. So they have that experience. It's a VR, and that one's really cool. You go in. You wait in the queue, you get up, and they have these buses that you get up in, and you put on your VR glasses, and basically they take you in VR to the Vegas Strip, and these zombies are jumping on the van, and they're trying to get you. You got to blow their heads off, and it's pretty cool. Like, again, like these experiences are just, I mean, man, unique and cool. Definitely had a good time, man. Definitely had a good time. Did you keep your ring finger when it was over? I did. Nope. It made me chew. Made me choose. Oh, can't do that way. It made me choose, and I lost a pinky. I did throw the actor off, though. He was like, well, the high table. They don't like John Wick, blah, blah, blah. And he kept saying Vegas because this is the Vegas Continental. They did it uniquely, which I thought was cool. And I look up at him. I say, hey, can we explain to the high table that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? And I totally fucked him off. Like the actor didn't know what to do. He's like, well, that isn't a real law. That's just, like a saying. Oh man, I thought that was pretty good. Did April let you shoot off the roof? She actually saved me. She actually saved me on the zombie game. That was her job, is to make sure I didn't die. So yeah, we had a great time overall, man. Got a little drunk, got a little high. Went to Vegas, hung out, and man, all together, guys, per person to go to this area 15. We got a level 3 pass. I want to say it was like $120, which you're like, oh, that's fucking kind of pricey. The John Wick experience, that's like a $40 to $60 experience, especially in Vegas by itself. Army of the Dead was probably a $20 experience. What else did we do? You get to pick 3 big ones and then a bunch of little ones. We played bunch of AR stuff. You guys will see the video, man. It was a good time, but yeah, definitely worth the price, man. You can be there all day. Oh, Omega Mart. That was the other one we did. Omega Mart. That's right. You guys don't know about this Omega Mart. Boy, I was blown away. This is a fake grocery store. That you go in and there's like hidden little things you can find, and you guys will see it on the video. But my God, man, I had no idea how deep this fucking Omega Mart ran. You open one door and you go down a hallway, all of a sudden it opens up 7 hallways, and you're like, what the fuck? Man, like you could spend all day at this Omega Mart and not figure everything out. Actually, me and April are going to go back in the next week before Memorial Day, and we're going to spend the day at Omega Mart and try to solve the mysteries that they have there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Appreciate you, Eric. Appreciate you. It was, man. It was different. It was a different time, man. I enjoyed it. I forget that Vegas is right there, 100 miles away. You don't have to go to Universal Studios. Speaking of which, I know we got to get on with the show. Mr. Crispers is like this fucking guy just because it was his birthday. Move on with the shout outs already. The buildings are done, man. I don't know about the insides, but the outside, they're still kind of cleaning them up. But the Universal horror part of Area 15 is almost done, man. I think they're supposed to open in October. If it's anything like John Wick, these 4 haunted houses are going to be 4 haunted attractions are going to be fucking crazy, man. They're going to be full-time year-round haunted attractions out there. But yeah, they're building. They're building, man. They are building. All right. Appreciate you guys. I would definitely go check it out, guys. Worth the price. It isn't that expensive. You get a whole day up in Vegas, hanging out, doing the thing. I look into all you adventurers out there, all you adventurers. Let's get into it. I'd get into it, guys. It's a really good fucking fun time. All right. Anyway, let's get into a little shout out, guys. That's right. This is probably the last week this particular song and this particular video will be playing, guys. So if you want to join, you want to get in, make sure you remind me. I got the list. We're going to be checking it out. Yeah, man, fly me out there and I'll check it out. Hell yeah. We got to get Broken Brain. I forgot that we could just fly him out sometime. We might have to. All right, guys, let's get in the shout outs.
Rise and shine, it's the Wakey Bakey vibe. Dank Nation's here and we're going worldwide. The daily Dank.com is leading the way. Shouting out the crew, starting the day. From Rosie the Bulldog to Supernova, my Mike. Dank Nation shining, the future's bright. Oh, roll call, Dank Nation unite. Harvey hooligans here, keeping it tight. Fight for freedom, blazing it up. Broken brains thinking Rosie Key's got the spark. Mr. Crispers brings the crunch and leaves his mark. Back to the retro review. Bring in the Golani, the OG, smoking big, not scrawny. Aaron from Australia, bold and uncontrolled. Pam and Chris Zucchini, keeping it real. Charlie the fisherman's got April so lovely, Russ and Jeremy too. Lonnie's blunt is lighting up the room. Roll call, Dank Nation unite with the Daily Dank.com.
Wakey Bakey 34. Oh, reading the crazy AI stuff. Crazy AI. All right, guys. Big shout out, everyone in here. Nancy. Big shout out to Nancy. Big shout out to Matt Workman. That's right. Mojave Martian guys out there working so we can all eat. No, great guy, man. I love his story, man. Talk about a comeback story. Talk about just a great dude, man. I love their adventures that they go on. Him and Nancy, Sid and Nancy. That's what every time I say him and Nancy, always reminds me of Sid and Nancy. Big shout out. Big shout out. Who else we got up in here? Open carry Larry. After the doctor smacked baby Brian, they passed him around like a pinata so the nurses could have a few shots. That came in my 20s. That actually came in my 20s. Harvey Hooligans. Good morning, Harvey. He'll headed to the RC track. Nice. He's almost off. We're going to the river. Today's a good river day. I can feel it. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Hold on. When it's a little muggy, like, because it rained for the last couple days down here, those are good river days, man. When you can feel a little moisture in the air, that's like today. I'm telling you, it's gonna be today's a good river day. Maybe I'll take Rosie down to the river, let her run around a little bit. Who else we got? We got Steven. Yo. You're not the only one that slept late, sir. You're not the only one. I slept a little late too. I don't normally drink. I don't drink alcohol a lot. Just not my thing. I don't have nothing against it. Honestly, my neck. So I have four herniated discs. C2, C3, C4, and C5 are all herniated. Or maybe it's just C2 through C4. I don't know. Something. I got like 3 or 4 herniated discs in my neck. And for whatever reason, man, when I drink, the inflammation swells up and it really gives me bad pain. So I try not to drink a lot. And sometimes I do. And we went to that John Wick and they had that, kind of, you're in the lounge. You got to do, I could have done a mocktail, I guess. But no, they finally chose a new pope. Did they say who it was? Did they say who the new pope was? Is that like new Coke? New pope? 12 minutes ago, the conclave White Smoke Singles new pope elected. They haven't announced it yet. No Americans in there, though, huh? Probably a good thing. Oh, man. I think we have a little RC track in Tijuana. That's actually kind of cool. I'd love to see that. Good morning, Broken Brain. Good morning. How are you? You had you know what it was? I appreciate all the shout outs too, man. Appreciate all the shout outs for my birthday, man. That was pretty cool. I remember, what was it? It was a long time ago. My son was about 6 or 7, so probably like 18, 15 years ago. On my birthday, it happened to be a Cub Scout day, and we went to Grand Canyon. So I took my son to the Grand Canyon. It was on my birthday, but I remember it was Facebook. I just had first got on Facebook, just started getting people I knew on there and stuff. And I remember getting all those birthday shout outs for the first time. And you're like, wow, that's cool, man. That's so cool. And then, you know what? And I appreciate it, man. To this day, I look at that and I'm like, man, how cool is that? You got like 50, 100 people, 30, 20, whatever it was. I exaggerate, but wishing you a happy birthday. Like, how cool is that? Like, you know what, man? And it helps you remember. That's my big thing. Helps you remember people's birthdays. So I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, guys. Who else we got? Who else? That's right, RC hobby. That's something I can't afford either. We got Rosie Key in the house. That's right, the ultimate bargain hunter, Rosie Key in the house. Nancy, how are you, Nancy? Hopefully you have a good river day. I did. I survived my birthday. It was definitely a fun time. April, the love of my life. Another save me from the zombie apocalypse. I owe her. Save me from myself. I owe her, is what I should say. Who else we got up in here this morning? Broken brain. Lonnie, there's the Lonster. Lonnie, how are you this morning, buddy? You know what? We went to, it was called The Beast. We ate at a restaurant called The Beast. And our waiter reminded me a lot of Lonnie. It must have been like Lonnie in full force back in the day. He was probably Lonnie's not an older guy, but this guy was probably about 5 or 7 years younger than Lonnie. But yeah, it reminded me. I even told April, I'm like, dude, that's like Lonnie. That's alternative universe Lonnie, multiverse Lonnie, right there. Oh man. Let's see who else we got. Tim W, the man, the unjammer. Big shout out to him. He was around in case April's kids needed to get out of a jam. He had his unjamming equipment out. Who else we got? Rosie Key. The blunt tastes so good, Lonnie. Oh man. Big shout out, guys. Big shout out to Jeremy. Big shout out to I'm missing so many people. It's Chris Zucchini. Big shout out back to Retro Review, guys. Big shout out. Go check out today. I think that he does a review, usually drops today, and then he does this podcasting show, guys. So check those out. Then you got the Back to Retro Review. You got the Mod Squad. So many things happening over there, guys. Great channel, great people. Check them out, 100%. All them Sanchez's look alike. Who's ready for a toke, man? Who's ready for the first toke of the day? You guys are like, we did that like 20 minutes ago. Where the fuck have you been, buddy? Let's do the day. I'm smoking on some cake. It tastes like grape cough syrup medicine, but it does the trick, guys. So let's get into it. Get your vapes out, get your bongs out, get all the things out, guys. It is time for first toke of the day.
First toke of the day makes the world okay. Chasing clouds that drift and sway. Wakey bakey vibes, let the good times stay. First toke of the day, light that green bouquet.
All right, guys. First toke of the day. This is a Mr. product, guys. I like this thing. This thing hits hard, too. So what this is like, it looks like a geek bar, right? It looks like what everyone smokes on. So if you're going to Universal Studios, you're going to Knott's Berry Farm, you're going to the John Wick experience, it looks like you just got tobacco, but the bottom falls out. Boom, look at that. You got your battery. And then that just goes right back in there like that. Bam! I like this thing a lot. All right, guys, here we go. First toke of the day.
Everything feels shiny new. It's a green sunrise and it's overdue. Breathe it in, let the session brew.
Oh, yeah. Woo! It's amazing what a good battery can do for you. Holy moly. Amazing what a battery can do for you.
Right, and this is the key. A little herb to set me free. In the morning glow, I lead the way. Shout it loud. It's the way.
That was a surprising one. Holy moly. Woo! Big shout out everyone out there today, guys. Chris Zucchini, everyone I'm forgetting, Charlie the Fisherman, Aaron, big shout out to Aaron, and what was the new name on all fours? I think is what it was. Our newest, Did I find some weed? I did. I found a couple nugs over here. Look at that score. It's not even my birthday anymore. Big shout out. I made some new Australian friends yesterday over there. I needed a lighter and walked up to these guys. The guy was smoking a cigarette. And as soon as they saw me pull out a joint to light it, they were all like, "Whoa, mate. Hey, mate." Like, really, that's what they said. I didn't make it up. So excessive fours. There you go. I had to think. I'm a stoner, man. I just hit it. Had to wait for that blood cell, that brain cell to fall into place. Excessive fours. Big shout out. I'm looking at ways. Ruth Buzzy. Why does that name sound familiar? Ruth Buzzy. Oh shit. Oh man, that sucks. Ruth Buzzy laughing. Iconic comedian actress, man. You guys, this is old school, man. Laughing was her big thing. She was a great actress, man. Ruth Buzzy. Big shout out. Big bucket of win right there. On your life. Big bucket of win. You will be missed. Ruth Buzzy. What a bummer. That was a good one. That knocked me on my ass. Yeah, I like this thing, man. This thing is pretty cool. It hits hard too. I was supposed to review it like 2 years ago, and things happened, so I found it. But yeah, I think they have an upgraded version now that's better. But yeah, check that out. Dean Martin Rose. Yeah, she was like one of those original OG comedians, man. Yeah. So big shout out to everyone out there, guys. If I forgot you, it's not on purpose. It's I'm high. I'm super high. I'm always high. That's the excuse. All right, guys, let's get into a little wakey bakey news this morning. 30 minutes into it, Mr. Big shout out to Mr. Crispers. We can't forget Mr. Crispers. 30 minutes, Mr. Crispers. We're fine. We're getting it back. Let's do this thing, guys.
Wake up, sleepyheads, turn on the tube. Wakey Bakey Morning got the latest scoop. Celeb news, gossip like a wild parade. Spill the beans while you sip that lemonade. Crazy news stories that'll blow your mind. Aliens on the loose, or did Bigfoot find? Grab a bowl and let's dive into the hype. Morning show groove with the stoner type. Wakey Bakey, every morning it's a dare. Catch the crazy news just floating in the air. Celeb drama and the wild world blend. Morning laughs that never end.
All right, guys. First up. How do I pause this? How did I end up on TikTok? What the heck? All right. Anyway, let me share this. I guess it's a TikTok story. Ish. Can I've never been on here before. Can I make the full screen? I can. All right. Perfect. All right. Here we go, guys. So this first story is a doozy, guys. Military pilot allegedly murders wife, stages lawnmower accident. Robert John Crawford, a 47-year-old military pilot from Upper Locker, Queensland, is facing charges for allegedly murdering his wife, Frances Crawford. Frances, that's not a name you don't hear very often anymore. Prosecutors claim he strangled her in a murderous rage and attempted to stage the scene as a lawnmower accident. Evidence includes DNA under her fingernails, blood in her insuit, and text messages allegedly from her phone by Crawford. A lawnmower accident? I don't know. We're gonna have to check this out. Let's see what they say here. Oh, where's there it is. All right. Oh, I strangled someone to
Dank
death
in
and it's a
Numbers
lawnmower
at the
accident.
Supreme Court, the family and friends of Frances Crawford, a beloved sister and mother who police say was murdered by her husband, Robert. The Supreme Court heard on the night she died, the lawnmower was left on a retaining wall whilst the battery was charging. The pair exchanged text messages about moving it away from sprinklers. At 11:21 p.m, Frances texted Robert, "Hey, are you going to put the mower away soon?" Robert, who was working from home, said 3 minutes later, "Yeah, just give me a sec." He sent another message at 11:26. Frances never replied. It was 4 hours later, Robert called police to say he'd found her body pinned under the mower. Prosecutors allege he doctored those messages, giving himself time to manipulate the scene. Investigators uncovered notes on Frances's phone from 2023 saying she felt unsafe, scared, and that her husband was intimidating. Her adult children told police after she died, "Dad is a master manipulator.
Oh, wow.
He's good at acting like the victim." How's your client doing?
Your client is a master manipulator. Is he a master manipulator?
I'm not making any comment, thank you.
Prosecutors say Robert strangled Frances inside their home during a murderous rage and then staged the scene. But defence lawyers say that can't be proved. Those issues will be argued during a committal hearing in October. Whether or not Robert Crawford will be released.
Eric, who the hell did he think he was? Richer? Exactly.
Before then, a Supreme Court judge will soon decide. The court today heard that DNA evidence does point to the fact that Frances was strangled, but it also hasn't been able to rule out that her death was accidental. Now, lawyers have offered very strict conditions for Robert's release, including a surety worth $250,000. Prosecutors, though, they are concerned given that he is a trained pilot. It is possible he could attempt to hire a plane and make an escape. But his barrister told the judge this afternoon that this case has a long way to go before it does reach a trial, and that Robert is very motivated to defend these charges, Katrina, rather than run away from them.
How the heck do you get strangled by a lawnmower? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm going to defend my... Yeah, there's some crimes that you could, like, at least you could, like, what's that called? A shoehorn? When you try to shoehorn something in, like that excuse, you're trying to shoehorn it in. You're like, all right, we'll make it fit. We'll make this big old foot fit in there. Yeah, some things are just like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Next story up, guys. This is a good one. This is kind of I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one, actually. All right. South Carolina man allegedly hides in ex's shower, threatens her with a knife in prank. Okay, so first of all, are you really pranking your ex? Is that something you do? Are you going to prank your ex? There's an ex for a reason, right? Second of all, I'm in your shower with a knife. We broke up 2 weeks ago. Ha ha, joke. Do you get the humor? The victim allegedly thought she was about to be raped before unmasking her attacker, who claimed it was just a joke to lighten the mood after a fight. This guy doesn't think. A South Carolina man is facing charges after allegedly breaking into his ex-girlfriend's home. He allegedly hid in a shower wearing her bike shorts as a mask. He's sniffing the fuck out of him. He's charged with assault, battery, burglary, and weapons possession. A South Carolina man is facing multiple felony charges after allegedly ambushing his girlfriend in her home while hiding in her shower. According to the report, Charleston Police Department cited local outlets. It was meant to be a prank to ease tension after an argument. Jackson Arnold, 25, allegedly broke into his ex-girlfriend's garage apartment just before midnight on Sunday, because that's when you're pranking people, fucking on midnight, hiding in her shower until she returned home, wearing only a pair of her bike shorts over his face. Dude's got more problems than prankster. And a hat. Arnold was otherwise naked from the waist down when he confronted the woman with a knife. What the fuck, man? But it's a joke. It's a joke. The victim told officers she feared for her life when Arnold allegedly held the knife to the side of her head and simulated slashing her throat before choking her. She managed to remove the shorts, obscuring his face, and identified him as her on-again, off-again boyfriend, according to police. Arnold claimed he intended only to surprise the woman and lighten the mood following a text message dispute earlier in the night. Investigators said Arnold attempted to avoid detection by parking far from the home, leaving his phone behind. Officers later found his underwear in the bathroom. He had reportedly dressed in jeans by the time the police had arrived. Arnold was arrested and booked. Holy shit. Holy shit. Needs to be in prison. Let's read some of these comments. Can we see all the comments? Okay. No, this was not a prank. Please move and get a new job if you can do. Do not allow this person to know anything about your life again. B puts, this was no prank. He was hiding his face, carrying a knife, not wearing any clothes. She said pants, but this sounds like a setup for getting ready to rape his ex-girlfriend. I'm not going to lie. That, like, you know what? A prank... Like if he was fully dressed and he didn't have the knife and he's like, ooga booga. Okay, yeah, I scared you, ha ha ha. And I know maybe that's something they role played or something. I don't know. But yeah, man. Butt ass naked with her bike shorts on your face. And that's enough to freak out anybody. Jesus. I'm sorry, but claiming to lighten the mood, not true. He was potentially going to hurt her until she unmasked him. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's a crazy one. A prank that went too far. Soon as the pants got removed, I think that went too far. I think just breaking in her house. Kevin Smith tells the story. And I don't know if it was just different times or fucking what, but he tells a story about he broke up with his girlfriend. They broke up or whatever, and he wanted her back, or I don't know what the deal was. So he broke into her house, and he like went into her room, and he was like looking around and doing shit. And then the mom came home, and he had to hide in the closet. It was a whole story, but I'm just like, like, I've never broken into anyone's house, man. And did anything like that. Like, is that what you're supposed to do when you're infatuated with someone? I don't think so. Oh man. I'm putting out a fire at work. An inspection. Oh man. Oh, on the wrong day. Oh shit. No worries, no, you guys don't, man. You know what? We gotta live life, guys. Do your jobs, darn it. That's why you don't prank people. Yeah, that's a crazy one, man. That's a crazy one. This one infuriates me. And it goes back to stupid people, guys. That's right. Stupid people doing stupid shit. This one infuriates me. And they better hope. But you know what, man? If I was out and about, I'd be looking for this dude too. Baby seal stabbed on Oregon beach, prompting manhunt for suspect. What kind of piece of shit stabs a baby seal? Remember when that was a big beating baby seals? That was like a big thing. A young elephant seal was stabbed multiple times on a beach in Oregon. The National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration is seeking public help to identify the suspect. Harming marine animals is a federal crime, carrying a penalty of 1 year in prison and $100,000 fine. 300-pound elephant seal. Motherfucker, yeah, fuck that guy. Whoever, fuck, what a piece of shit, man. The agency released a sketch that described the suspect as a white man, of course, 5'10" tall, black and white hair, a groomed beard, and a large gap in his front teeth. He was wearing aviator glasses with thick lenses, blue and green fleece top, and a low-profile black cap. I hope they catch that piece of shit. I hope they catch him, man. Stabbing a baby seal. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Seen a lot of crazy shit in my day, but I never seen a man stab a baby seal. I don't want to. That's not right. All right, what else we got? We got man charged with wife's murder after fleeing to Thailand, guys. This isn't White Lotus, the TV show, by any means. This is the real deal, guys. Fucking Thailand, man. I thought Thailand didn't have extradition. I thought that was the thing. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Oops, where's the mute? Oops. I don't know why we have no sound. This must be like the arrest. He's all passed out. What the fuck, man?
I'm Detective Acting Sergeant. I'm from the Petrie Criminal Investigation Branch.
Thailand extradites. I didn't know.
I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of on November 2020.
Oh, man. I didn't know they did extradite. I thought they didn't. I thought that was like, what are these twin brothers fucking out arresting people? The fuck? Are they fucking twins? I want to see those guards again. I hate or those officers. Let's see.
I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of on November 2020.
They're so calm. Look at, oh shit. Look at these two guys. They're like twins. Shit. I think they might be twins. They're so calm. This dude's a murderer. If this was America, their fucking knee would be in his bag. Look, they're even putting the cuffs in the front. Look. It was like, hey, you murdered your wife. Come on. Come on, sir. Look. He's laughing. He's like, aha, you caught me. It's all casual. What the fuck? We're the worst. America's the worst. Like, I swear they would have a SWAT team. They'd be breaking in. Dudes would be kicking the shit out of them just because. Like, you guys know, man. You guys know. So he moved to Thailand after his wife was mysteriously drowned while kayaking. Now he's charged with murder. Grimman Davidson is facing charges of murder and domestic violence, fraud and attempted to fraud over killing his wife. She drowned while the couple were kayaking at Lake Samusville in Queensland, Australia. November 20th, 2020. He allegedly tried to claim $1 million life insurance payout. He was taken into custody on May 5th. The couple were kayaking on Lake Samusville near Foregone Cove when the woman reportedly fell in the water and drowned, police said. They got back to shore. Witnesses and emergency personnel performed CPR. However, she could not be resuscitated and was pronounced dead. The woman's death was initially believed an accident, but after obtaining expert statements, including conditions of the lake at the time of her death, and informing information from witnesses, the woman is now believed to be murdered. Witnesses said he had his hand on her head and he wouldn't let her out of the water. No. Yeah, wow. So I didn't think Thailand, like it's fucking next to Oakland, old Thailand. I didn't know if Thailand had extradition or not. You know what's going to happen is, yes, the United States and Thailand have an extradition treaty. So I would assume other countries do as well. Drowning, that scares me, man. Drowning does scare me as a way to go. That's one of the ways, man. It freaks me out. Yeah, I do. Remember one time, maybe this is why we're at the lake, and my daughter was about 2-3 years old. She was maybe 4. She was running down the dock and almost fell in between the boat and the water, but I snagged her fucking life vest at the time. Boom, like that. Total dad instinct. But after that, I used to get dreams of trying to save my kids while they were drowning, and I would just about get to them, and just physically could not make that extra foot. Doing everything you can. That was a horrible nightmare, man. You want to talk some nightmares? Woo, that's a horrible nightmare, man. You just we're talking I would be that close. And you just physically couldn't do it. No matter what you did, you just could not get to the kid. Oh, man, I wake up crying sometimes. That was a rough one, man. I haven't had that dream in a while, thank God. Yeah, but that one was the jig strike I worked on sank last season. No one drowned. That's scary, man. Fucking drowning. Speaking of scary, guys, check this out. 6-foot deep mud caves, police body cam. Footage of child abuse investigation involving a New Mexico couple. Oh, maybe. There we go. I would like to watch this video, but it's all messed up. Let's check this one out. Here we go. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my internet. All right, sorry guys. I'm getting all there we go.
Underground tunnels described as mud caves, 4 to 6 feet deep, home to 8 children.
This is where they said they're living?
I'm trying to make contact with you guys. Information. Hello.
State police conducting a search warrant on Melvin Cordell and his wife Valerie.
New Mexico State Police. Mr. Cordell. Melvin Cordell. Valerie Cordell. We want to talk to you guys real quick. We have CYFD here.
The Children's Youth and Families Department on scene.
My biggest concern is if the kids are staying, there's a lot of concerns, but just there's no barrier. One of the little ones can just straight up fall in that big old hole and really hurt themselves. That's my biggest thing right now is that big old drop.
Both charged with 32 counts of child abuse combined. The husband, Melvin, charged with multiple counts of sex crimes, including that of a minor. Court documents alleging both exposed the children to human feces and starvation.
New Mexico State Police!
Investigators paying a visit after a report was made to CYFD in 2024.
Unless there's a door that leads into the other underground.
This is crazy.
I just don't know how to access it, you know?
Several attempts made to hunt down the Cordells, but no luck.
At this point, I can't even determine where they sleep other than what was given.
Nearly 2 months later, police pay a visit once again.
State police, search warrant!
This time at the Cordells' home about 5 miles away from the mud caves.
State police, search warrant!
Police searching underneath beds, but again, no luck. Eventually...
You know what's scary as shit, man? These rural areas out in the middle of fucking nowhere like that. Dude, like, how are you keeping track of, like, the kids and everything? That is creepy as fuck. Look at that fucking property, man. Wow, that's crazy.
Heading back to the mud caves once again. The couple finally in sight.
We'll keep everything together. We'll take the box too and everything.
I'm sorry for the mess. As soon as we parked this, we got overrun with mice.
Both having to turn over personal items as part of the search warrant.
You see, we took photographs for documentation earlier, the Cricket phone, the Acer laptop, and then the Samsung cell phone. And then, so this is going to go on our copy, and then the judge is going to receive this copy.
What the fuck, man?
Underground.
I don't even know what to say about that. Holy fuck. Like, I need more information is what I need. Holy moly, man. Yeah, I don't even know really what to say. Let's yeah, body cam footage, month-long search of New Mexico police involving 8 children. So basically what we just saw is what this is. Wow. Did they even find the kids? I'm assuming. As of Monday, May 5th, Melvin Cordell and Valerie Cordell have entered not guilty pleas. According to the children are in CYFD custody. The couple is being held without bond. Fuck, man. That is crazy. What the fuck, dude? They gotta be tweakers. They gotta be tweakers out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Man, that's crazy. That is just nuts. I don't even know what to say about that one, guys. Holy shiznit. Oh man. All right, let's get off of that shit, man. Let's jump in. What are we watching this week, guys? Any true crime fans out there, guys? We got a couple decent shows I would suggest you watch. If you guys are into it, you know, we got the whole Pope thing going on. There's a good true crime documentary called The Keepers. Keeper is a Netflix docuseries that explores an unsolved murder of Sister Catherine Kesnick and the potential link to a priest. It's pretty good. You know, man, I've been saying it for a while. It couldn't just be priests like little boys. That's, you know, how many of these nuns are getting abused and just don't say nothing about it? Like, just because you become a priest doesn't mean that you're just attracted to little kids. I mean, I'm sure that you know, maybe that has some makeup in becoming a priest or temptation. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that shit. But I do know that you're tempted in many ways. And if you're not attracted to little boys, nuns, man, I'm telling you, I think that's something we don't talk about enough is the abuse of nuns. And I bet you it's a secular secret. I bet you, I'll bet anything that's more rampant than the child abuse that shocked the Catholic Church. I'm willing to bet anything that's more rampant. So this doesn't really have to do with that per se, kind of though. A priest is investigated about killing a Actually, so two former students launched a dodged investigation into cold case of Sister Catherine Kesnick, a nun who was slain in Baltimore in '69. Now grown, survivors describe sexual abuse at the hands of a predatory priest and how his actions may have led to Sister Catherine's murder. This is a little older one, guys, but it's pretty good. If you're looking to get out of the Pope stuff, that's definitely the way to do it, guys. Another one that I thought was cool. I've actually seen this one. Cold Case, the Tylenol murders. Who remembers in '82 the Tylenol poisonings? That was crazy. And then Dateline, guys, Secrets Uncovered. That's a pretty good series. So check that out. That's what's happening in the true crime world out there, guys. They cannot marry. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's got to be more rampant than just one. And New Mexico is one of them. Yeah, it's got to be more rampant. That would be a good documentary to get into. I don't know how you break that vow of silence, though, man. I don't know if you ever get those nuns talking. They deserve justice. But I'm telling you, everything I got in my fucking gut tells me that's such a rampant problem. I wonder if the church is even aware, or if they turn a blind eye to that too. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, but what I do know, guys, is we got May 8th hitting us, and we got to do a little Today in History brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, your number one cannabis superstore in all the land. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it.
In history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
All right, guys. Today in history, 5/8. Yes, they are paying victims all the time. Man, that Catholic Church, I'm telling you. And then I have problems, man. So all this stuff going on, boy, believe me, I got some problems. And I'm sure there's a line of people are willing to tell you what my problem is. But I got a problem with my jokes. With the Catholic Church, man. So all this lying, all this hiding, Catholic Church tried to ruin Sir Isaac Newton, a bunch of other people. What inventions that the Catholic Church were able to, suppress, keep secret, all the things hidden in the Vatican. You know what I mean? Sir Isaac Newton, they didn't like his theory of the Earth. What is it? The Earth rotates around the sun. They thought the sun should rotate around the Earth. I don't know. It was something. It was blasphemy. So they tried to ruin the guy, but he was just too right. And they couldn't. So if they're doing that kind of shit, who's to say that some of these missing books of the Bible shouldn't have been there, or should have been there, or what interpretation they took? I don't know, man. I don't trust the Catholic Church. You just can't. You just can't do it. We, the people, need to step up. We do. All right, guys, let's get into this. Today in history, if we don't know the past, we're doomed to repeat it. Birthdays. If you got a birthday today, you're celebrating it in good company, guys. You got Harry Truman, former president, 33rd president of these United States. David Attenborough, English broadcaster, writer, and nationalist. Don Rickles, great comedian, the insult comedian, was born on this day, guys. Ricky Nelson. Oh, I love me some Ricky Nelson. Remember his sons, Nelson, the twins? Ricky Nelson, Ozzie and Harriet's beloved son, was born on this day in May 8th. Who else we got? F.A. Hawke, British economist, was born. Thomas Pynchon, American writer, was born. Sonny Liston, American boxer, was born. Akabono, Japanese sumo wrestler, was born. He was the first non-Japanese person to be elevated to Yokozuna. Born on Naomi Klein. Well, born on Naomi Klein today was her daughter. Oh no, born today. She's a Canadian author and activist. Janet McTeer, British actress, was born. Man, just a bunch of. How about William Henry Vanderbilt? Ooh, the Vanderbilts. Watch out for those cocksuckers. All right. Anyway, guys. Oh man. And Paul Gauguin, French painter, was born, guys. Today in history, the greatest generation beat the Germans, those fucking Germans. 1945, the World War II ended in Europe, guys. Following Germans' unconditional surrender of World War II, Europe officially ended at midnight on this day in 1945, although the war in the Pacific continued until the Japanese surrender in September. Oh, man. You know what, man? Honestly, we gotta. I got some plans. Actually, not like a revolution, but I got some plans that hopefully could change things. Representing yourself in court, that type of stuff. I'm working on some things. I think it's important for the people to stand up for themselves, for everybody. All right, have the chance to and the fucking opportunity to. But we'll talk more about that at a different time. All right, 2012 American artist Maurice Sendak, who was best known for his illustrated children's book, died at age 83. Nancy Mace became the first woman to graduate from Citadel, a military college in Charleston, South Carolina. 1980, following a global vaccination program, the WHO officially declared smallpox was eradicated for centuries. The eradicate infectious disease was one of the world's most dreaded plagues. 1970, a month after Paul McCartney announced that he had left the Beatles, the British rock group released Let It Be, their last original album, to hit record stores. 1950, police in Denmark were alerted to a discovery of a corpse in a bog. It was revealed to be a remarkable preserved bog body and was given the name Thailand Man. Is that it? Oh, can't click on it. That's crazy. The Battle of the Coral Sea, the USS Lexington became the first USS aircraft carrier to be sunk during World War II. 1902, Mount Pelée on Martinique erupted and destroyed the port of Saint Pierre, killing approximately 30,000 people, 15% of the island's population. American pharmacist John S. Pemberton developed Coca-Cola, a drink usually billed as a cure-all tonic, originally billed as a cure-all tonic. 1884, Harry S. Truman, the 33rd president of the United States, was born in Missouri. 1877, the first Westminster Kennel Club dog show, then known as the first annual New York Binge show of dogs, began attracting large crowds over 4 days. It's the oldest and continuous running sports events in the United States, second only to the Kentucky Derby. 1864, during the American Civil War, the Union forces of Lieutenant General Ulysses S. Grant engaged the Confederate troops of General Robert E. Lee at the Spotsylvania Courthouse in Virginia. 1846, the U.S. troops under Zachary Taylor defeated a Mexican force under General Mariano Artiza in the Battle of Pablo Alto in the first clash of the Mexican-American War in 1846. 1737, English historian Edward Gibbon, who is best known for the history of decline, the fall of the Roman Empire, was born. And then in 1429, largely due to the efforts of Joan of Arc, English troops ended their siege of the French city of Orleans, which was the military turning point of the 100-Year War between France and England. And that was your Today in history. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry, this is late. Got a phone call. Maybe my dad taught me how to sneak into a white woman's house and leave with no trace. Oh, guys, on that note, I'm going to get on out of here, guys. I'm getting hungry again, man. Getting hungry. I think we're going to expand this to 2 hours, man, pretty soon. I think we're gonna have to. All right, guys. I appreciate you. I will see you guys. I'll be dropping I'm gonna say about 2:30, maybe 3. We'll be dropping some adventure videos off the beaten path from yesterday. I got concert one to drop too. And then 420 guys. We're gonna be getting into something good. What are we be getting into? I don't know. We'll think of something. Anyone got any ideas, true crime stories you want to learn about? Throw it up in the comments. Let me know, guys. All right. I appreciate you. You have a great rest of your day. Steven, I'll email you back here in a few minutes, man. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. You are loved. You are appreciated. Be the difference you want to see in the world, guys. Go out and be the difference. We'll see you on the flip side. 420.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
All right, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much every day tuning in, being part of the Dank Nation. I couldn't ask for a better family out there, guys. Big shout out to everyone. Blow up those comments. Let me know you're out there. You're listening. You're alive. You're doing good, guys. We appreciate you. Australia, we see ya. All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Arrows in my back, but I'm still walking proud. Voice for the broken, screaming out loud. Didn't come this far just to fade to black. Built the daily dank with arrows in my back. I bleed, I burn, but